Show y'all the little egg scrubber in action here. We got some duck eggs, which the ducks just lay in random spots and it gets really dirty. Here's some of the clean eggs we've cleaned. And so let's go ahead and move those. So what we do, we soak these in hot water first. And then you start with the cleaner eggs and then you move on to the dirtier ones because the dirtier ones need to soak for a little bit longer. So then this thing just turns, gets them soaking, and see, it gets them clean really fast. So like those are already clean, and then it works really well. So we sell eating eggs, and then we eat the eggs ourselves too. We're kind of short on chicken, so we've pretty much been just having duck eggs lately. But this thing works really good. Did have to change the motor on it. It went out. Some reason, I think one of my youngest son left it on and it got tangled up in there. So nothing against the machine, but I left it plugged in. I shouldn't have left it plugged in. So, but otherwise, this thing works really good. See how quickly it gets them clean there. But one thing to look out for. So whenever you're cleaning eggs, if you see some that are floating to the top, you want to toss those. So you want to fill up your water, half an inch to an inch above, maybe an inch above the top of your eggs, so that you'll see if one wants to float. Because what happens is these shells are porous, which means they kind of breathe. And if too much moisture comes out, then it would float, which would be a sign that it's rotten. Also, if you're seeing some where it's bubbling, or you see some that are cracked, you want to just get those out of there. Get those thrown away. If you have some that were just straight up sitting in nastiness outside, kind of just go ahead and toss them. Our philosophy is, if it's really questionable, just get rid of it beforehand instead of trying to have a rotten egg. And every once in a while we do get some that pass through that end up being rotten that looked like they were okay. So what we kind of do is have two bowls, crack over one bowl, and then your good eggs in another bowl whenever we're doing a bunch of scrambled eggs. So just in case you do get a rotten egg, you're not ruining all your good ones, because it went through having just one bowl before, and on your very last egg, doing a dozen eggs, that's unfortunate to have to toss out all your eggs because of one rotten egg. This seems pretty cool here. Little egg scrubber.